Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be dressing up this set that I did in my last video by adding some Aprés alcohol inks and some foiling around the edges. I just wanted to show you how you can kind of do a redesign without changing the nails hardly at all. So I'm going to start the process by using a 100 grit buffer and removing the shine and top coat off of the nails that I will be working on.
Hey, this is Zach. Be sure to hit subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss out when Chal uploads new videos. And when you hit subscribe, you'll be part of her polished pride.
I am going to make sure that I get the entire surface, side to side, the tip, and back by the cuticle. I am going to be applying a velvet top coat on this nail before moving into my alcohol inks. And in order for that to adhere well to the nail, all of this previous top coat has got to be removed or roughed up.
To me up and down this avenue, we can sit back and let fate decide, but this insatiable hunger tonight, so treat me like I like, if only for a night. I'm not demanding, I just require a little fragile handling tonight, so treat me.
So now that that top coat has been completely removed, I'm just going to take some alcohol and a lint-free nail wipe and make sure I remove all of the dust. And then we're going to go in with my very favorite matte gel top coat by Not Polish. The reason I'm using this today is because these alcohol inks, they work better on a matte or roughed up surface, and I prefer to work on top of a velvet matte top coat rather than just roughing up the nail. It just gives a smoother application in my opinion. I did get a little bit on the skin, so you just want to make sure you remove that before going into cure. That way you're not going to have any problems with adhesion, and you're not going to be curing that onto the skin.
If only for a night, I'm not demanding, I just require a little fragile handling.
After giving that a full 60-second cure, this is what they look like, nice and velvet matte. I'm going to go right in with my Aprés alcohol inks. I'm applying the pink and the blue. I will have all of the products that I use in the video today linked down in the description box as always. And you'll notice a kind of residue in the background on these nails. That is because I went in with the black and pink first, and the black was too kind of stark for the set, so I wiped it off and chose to go in with the blue and pink instead, and I like the blue much better than the black. So what I'm using on my brush here is the blending fluid. It does come in the kits with the Aprés alcohol inks. However, if you're using a different type of alcohol ink, whether it's by another brand or something homemade, you can definitely go in with alcohol or acetone, or a gel cleanser, which is a combination of both the alcohol and acetone. That's my preferred method. It's like a 60-40, 60% alcohol, 40% acetone kind of mix, and I just find that that gives the best results. But since I am using the Aprés brand, I'm using their blending fluid, and it's working great. So basically I am just putting down the inks, and this is the rose gold metallic ink. It does work differently than the other colors, but it does give a beautiful effect. That I'm wetting my brush in the blending fluid and kind of tapping and moving the product around until I get the desired effect. Every kind of few taps I wipe off my brush and re-wet it just to keep like any muddying between the colors from happening. I didn't want the blue and pink to kind of run together and look like one color. I wanted it to have that clear distinction between the two. And then with the metallic ones, they do, like I said, they act differently than the others, and it almost has like a thickness to the product. So you just have to go in with a little bit more blending fluid than you would if it were any of the other colors. And then I just continue tapping it out until I get the effect that I want. So that is the finished thumb. I'm going to move into the ring finger now, starting with that same pink. I'm going to, on this nail, I am going to allow the color to dry a little bit, and then you can see here I'm just going back over that same area. It kind of makes the product almost kind of create little rings within itself if you allow that first layer to dry and then go in with like a second layer. You can see how there's like an outer circle and then an inner circle. And it is a similar effect if you were to use blending fluid or alcohol, but it gives a much stronger pigmentation when you're using the actual ink to do that kind of ring effect. So I'm now going to go in once again with my blending fluid, and I'm just going to tap in the areas that I want to kind of disperse the product. Some of them I want to remain rings, and then some of them I'm just wanting to blend out the edges just so it kind of bleeds out into nothing, so you can see that pink nail in the background. So I'll let you guys watch as I continue through this process, and I will be back with you shortly. In my application and blending process, I did make those colors kind of blend out more than I would have liked. So I just went back in and tapped those colors into the same areas, and that way I'll have a more pigmented effect when I go in with my blending fluid. Basically, you're just going to continue to layer and blend and work the product until you get the desired look.
Can't open up that gateway. I can't open up that gateway. I can't open up. Every time that I see you online, I wanna drop you a line, say hello, but I already know how it'll go. Small talk, but it's a big deal to me. I get in my feelings too fast, then I'm hurting when you don't write me back. I wish I could give in to my dependency, but I move on because I know it's bad for me. 'Cause seeing you means calling you, means all over again, falling for you, means sleepless nights, me in my mind, means craving the hit of you all the time. I can't even have a taste, I can't open up that gateway. I can't open up that gateway.
Okay, so finished that up, and this is how the nails are looking. I absolutely love this alcohol ink effect, but I did want to add something to the borders of the nails. So I chose to go in and apply foil on the edges of the nails. So first I'm going to be taking my nail foil glue gel by Model Ones and a striping brush. It's just a really long detail brush, and I'm going to take that foil gel right along the cuticle, down the sides, and across the tip of the nail. Once I've gotten that all applied, I will give it a 60-second cure. And when I'm working with a foil glue gel, after I cure it for 60 seconds, I do like to wait about a minute after it comes out of the lamp before I go in with the foil. If you go in with the foil directly when it comes out of the lamp, sometimes that gel can be a little bit too sticky and almost kind of gummy, so it doesn't grab on to the foil and the foil doesn't adhere super well to it. But if you wait that 60 seconds or so after it comes out of the lamp, I just find you'll get a much better result and a lot less frustration.
I dropped my phone, crack the screen. Roommate just smoked all my weed. My life's a mess, I didn't notice. Whenever bad shit happens, doesn't bother me at all, no. I'ma do it how I want, so don't feel no fear. Living young and reckless, I don't really give a fuck, no. I just turn the music up so I can't hear. Dancing like I'm alive, dancing just to survive. Dancing like I'm alive, moving like I'm alive, moving just to survive. Moving like I'm alive.
Okay, so now that has come out of the lamp and I've let it sit for 60 seconds, I'm just gonna cut off a small section of my foil and start pressing it down onto the nail. I do like to use this silicone tool to rub the foil onto the nail. I just find that it really helps press that foil super well down onto that glue. And then when I lift the foil off, I get a much fuller application with much, I guess, more foil left rather than having it being pretty patchy, which sometimes if I just use my finger and not the silicone tool, it can look a little patchy or cracked. So I just like this silicone tool for the foil application.
Dancing like I'm alive, moving like I'm alive, moving just to survive. Moving like I'm alive. Hey, hey, hey.
So after I get my sidewalls and tip done, then I will move back and start rubbing the foil onto my cuticle area. But I did notice a couple little spots that hadn't fully been covered on the sidewall here. So I'm just repressing the foil and just allowing it to pick up any missing pieces. Then I will go back in that cuticle area and really use that silicone tip to rub it down really well for me. The other great part about using that silicone tool is that it gets into more precise areas and you don't have to worry about like using your finger, trying to get your finger back into those like tight areas. And like I said, everything I'm using today will be linked in the description box below, but I know there's a lot of like cuticle pushers that come with like a silicone tip. I believe that you can get them at the Dollar Tree even, and I used to use those. They're really perfect for this type of method. So I'm going to do that exact same thing on my ring finger.
I wanna know what's on your mind, so drink it up. Want you to tell me that you're mine, so drink it up. Tell me you love me once again, so drink it up. I wanna know what you're thinking, so drink it up. So drink it up. So drink it up. Drink it up. You said you didn't mean it, that you went too far, trying to act like you forgot. Yeah.
Okay, so after I applied it onto my ring finger, I did notice there are missing pieces. That wasn't because of the foil not adhering to the glue. It was just because when I was painting the glue on with my brush, I was not covering all of those tight little areas. So I just went back along those areas that were missing with my glue gel, and then I will cure that, let it sit a minute, and then I will go back and press my foil into those areas so that I can have that full coverage.
You to tell me that you're mine, so drink it up. Tell me you love me once again, so drink it up. They're gonna act like it's a lie. You tryna play with my emotions, but that drink, babe, doesn't lie. You gonna act like you ain't say it. They're gonna act like it's a lie. You tryna play with my emotions, but that drink, babe, doesn't lie.
I was kissing you with my eyes open, but you said keep them closed and be in the moment. So I did my best to make you feel wanted. But what about what I want?
So we're almost done with that foil. Now that I am done, I'm going to use my very favorite Young Nails stain resistant top coat, and I'm going to top coat both of these nails, and then we'll do some cuticle oil and we will be done. I know it's kind of hard to see the foil when I'm like moving my hand around. You can only see little bits and pieces of it. It's because of that metallic coloring of it. It catches the light, but when it's kind of in a shadow, you really can't see it so well. So in person, it's really beautiful. As your nails move around, you catch the little glimpses of those foiled edges, and I absolutely love the effect. Particularly on the ring finger, because I went thicker around that cuticle with the foil on the ring finger than I did on the thumb. I wish I would have gone thicker on the thumb around that cuticle, because I just think that is a stunning look. So Young Nails stain resistant top coat does leave a tacky inhibition layer, so after curing for 60 seconds, I'm just using my alcohol on a lint-free nail wipe and removing that residue. I will have these nail wipes linked down below for you guys as well, because they're really good. Like, how good can a nail wipe be? Really good, apparently. I used to just use like the individual layers that have like the holes in them. This one is like 9 or 10 layers, and I don't know, they're just so good. I love them. So we're just gonna put on some cuticle oil, we'll rub that in, and then I will be all done. I will insert some pictures for you guys, but let me know what you think of this set. Let me know if you like it better before I did the alcohol ink method, or if you like it better after. I liked it both ways. I would also like to hear from you guys, and let me know what trends that you are seeing for nails right now that you would like to see me recreate. One that I have been interested in is the saran wrap method. So let me know what you guys think and what trends you would like to see, and I'll get those videos made for you. But do leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think of the look today. Of course, if you have any questions, suggestions, or requests for different sets, let me know down below. I love to hear from you guys. Be sure to hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!